What's up, guide hunters? The Robot Uprising has arrived in Mini War, bringing a powerful mech boss, robot bases, and some pretty useful rewards. If you want to make the most out of this event, you need to know how to split your army between the boss, the bases, and your own defense. The Robot Uprising is a world event that can appear during normal gameplay. It has roughly a 50% chance of occurring every 30 minutes. And once it starts, you have around 15 minutes to complete the event and collect its rewards. When the event begins, a mech boss appears in the center of the map, while robot bases start spawning around the area. These bases continuously produce robot minions and elite robots, so you cannot simply focus on the boss and ignore everything else. There is another reason to watch the robot bases. During the event, some market prices can temporarily increase by around 20% to 35%, while enemies that reach your base can apply production debuffs to your factories. For example, Coral Cave can lose 50% of its production for around 2.6 minutes, while Oil Rig can lose 50% for around 4.7 minutes. So what enemies will you actually face? Robot minions have 2,250 HP and spawn from robot bases, while elite robots have 4,500 HP and can move toward your base to invade it. Then you have the mech boss, which has 1.5 million HP on a normal server, 5 million on a pro server, and 10 million on an elite server. The event has two main objectives. You want to capture the robot bases and defeat the mech boss. And the easiest way to handle both is to divide your armies instead of sending everything toward a single target. I recommend putting your strongest army against the mech boss because it has by far the most HP. At the same time, use your other armies to capture robot bases and stop elite robots from getting close to your base. Capturing a robot base gives you an elite boss crate. The crate can contain gems, a clone facility V2, or a gem deep mine. The listed chances include 42% for one gem reward, 30% for another, 18% for another, 4% for clone facility, 3% for gem deep mine, and 2% for clone facility V2. The mech boss has its own reward pool as well. You have a 38% chance for a normal gem amount, 30% for an epic gem amount, 15% for a legendary gem amount, 7% for clone facility V2, 7% for gem deep mine, 2% for a prototype, nuclear, or titan crate, and 1% for a prototype facility. One thing you really should not ignore is your own base. Elite robots can leave the robot bases and move toward you. So if your strongest army is busy fighting the boss, keep enough forces available to deal with anything that gets through. The mech boss also becomes much harder depending on your server. On normal, it has 1.5 million HP, while pro increases that to 5 million and elite reaches 10 million HP. Because the event only lasts around 15 minutes, you need to make sure your strongest damage dealers stay focused on the boss. Overall, the best approach is pretty simple. Send your strongest army to the mech boss. Use secondary armies to capture robot bases. Watch for elite robots heading toward your base. And keep attacking the boss once your defenses are under control. The Robot Uprising is definitely worth doing if you are looking for gems, factory items, and special crates. You have two different reward sources during the event, so capturing bases while defeating the boss gives you more opportunities to get something useful. That is everything you need to know about the Robot Uprising in Mini War. If this guide helped you understand the event, hit the like button and subscribe for more Mini War Roblox guides.